we've got literally more people on here today than I've had on in quite a while. We're almost maxed out, and we're literally only a couple of minutes in. So let me just get a few things set up here. I'll make sure that we've got our recording on. All right, we've got our recording on. Very, very good. All right. Well, cool. I got lots of you, and I'm sorry I'm a little distracted today. So, I know I started right on time, but I wanted to make sure that I'm able to get through this software with you, talk to you a little bit today, and then we'll probably spend about an hour together tonight. Unfortunately, you guys know that I'm a pretty transparent person when it comes to the Success Connection, and to all of you, I kind of tell you what's going on in life, and you know, we have our good days, we have our bad days, and that's kind of where that whole whole motto of you know, I guess never give up kind of falls in. I do see some of you. How many of you are here for the very first time on the Success Connection tonight? Type the number 1 in if it's your first time, because some of you are asking if this is live, and yes, this is live. So Kaleem, this is live. Aldoris, Samantha, Nikki, Guy, Edward, Ann, Devin, Jorge. I'm trying to catch them all. Yes, that's right. I am actually live. Annette, John. So yes, we are live tonight with the Success Connection. If it's your first time here, congratulations on being here. Thank you for being here. You picked a great session to attend. Tonight I'm going to be giving away a software. It's a software that cost me $5,000 to develop. I was planning to have my developer on with us, but he is with the family, and so he couldn't hop on tonight. But that's okay. Well, everything is fixed. Everything is good. Everything is ready, and I'm excited excited to share it with you guys. It's part of a bigger project and a bigger plan that I have for this, you know, for this year, but it's going to be you know, a lot of fun, I think. Then of course, for those of you that have been here many times before, thank you so much for being back. And a lot of you know that I'm pretty transparent about the stuff that's going on in my life, and this has not been a very good week. I would say this has been one of the worst weeks in quite a while. My dad, a lot of you know, you've been with me for a while. You know, my dad's been sick, and he's actually going in tomorrow to have some MRIs, and might possibly have to have back surgery next week. And then my grandmother, the same night that we found this out, my grandmother, we got a phone call from the hospital. My grandmother's in the hospital, and she's 84 years old. She's stubborn as can be. She lives by herself and wants to live by herself. She loves it. And apparently she fell, and she has Life Alert. So I know a lot of you probably heard of Life Alert. And she clicked the button, and it just didn't work. And so she laid on the floor of her house for 18 hours before somebody found her. 18 hours. She laid on the floor before somebody found her. So she ended up in the hospital, and today we got her into a called a swing home. It's a place that helps with rehabilitation. She's been in the hospital since Monday, so it'll help her to get her strength back so she can get back home. And then the very next day, we took little Chloe Bear to the vet to get her her shots. And when she was in there, they found out that she has this, I forget what it's called when Alexa's not here. It's a little condition with little dogs. Chloe's now 4 pounds. So I consider this to be big, because Chloe was 3 pounds 2 ounces like 3 months ago. I gotta quit giving her treats. But she's got this little issue with her knees. I forget what it's called, but it's where her little kneecaps will get disjointed, dislocated. And on a scale of 1 to 4, that's kind of how they measure it. And she's at a 2, and at a 3, yep, luxating patellas. That's what it is. and patellar lux or whatever. Yeah, some of you are mentioning that. That's what it is. And when it gets to stage 3, they typically want to operate on them and try to fix it. And then when they do that, it can give them really bad issues with their knees, like arthritis and stuff. So when you consider all of the things that have gone on in the last 3 or 4 days, it's a testament to the whole never give up mentality, right? There's so much there's so much that go on in all of our lives, and a lot of times you guys hop on here and you think my life is so great and it's so perfect, and it's like, oh gosh, how could I ever do what he does, or how does he understand me? All these things. It's always important to realize that we're all just people. We're all the same, right? And I do what I do, and you do what you do. I had a flat tire today. Well, that's another thing. I had a flat tire today, and I didn't even know how to change it. Like, that's not what I do, right? I don't know how to do that. I could fix your computer, but I can't change a tire. And I'm guessing that there's a lot of people on here that can change a tire, probably a lot of women on here that can change a tire. I didn't even know how to start. So the point is we're all good at what we're good at, and we all have our problems, and we all have issues that happen, and it's important in life to stay connected. It's important in life to stay grounded, and it's important in life to stay positive. And so what I've done for the whole week is, even though there are a lot of curveballs that have come at me, there's a lot of things that haven't been ideal for this week, I'm still thankful. I'm thankful that my dad is even though he's got some back problems right now, I'm thankful he's here. You find the silver lining and everything, and the positive and everything. I'm thankful that my grandmother is here. She could have died if we didn't find her. She would have died. I'm thankful that my dog is okay right now. I'm thankful that I have her. I know there's a lot of people that and I told Alexa this. There's a lot of people that would have gotten this dog, and hey, maybe they couldn't afford to have surgery on her. They said sometimes you have to have surgery multiple times in their lifetime. Maybe they wouldn't be able to afford that, or maybe they just wouldn't care, right? Maybe they would never take her to the doctors and the vets and things. So be thankful for the things that in life that you can be thankful for. And like I always told you, and I've always told you, worry about what you can control and let everything else kind of play out, right? And the things that I can control in life are the things that I worry about in life, the things I focus on. So when I tell you it's been a bad week, it's been a bad week, but I'm excited, and I actually didn't plan to even tell you all that, but what's exciting is that I get on here and literally we're 24 people from maxing this out. And the last few weeks I've told you guys that we didn't have 1,000 people on here. We've had maybe 600 or so. I mean, it dropped down a decent amount. And I was concerned. Why did people quit coming? Why did they stop showing up? I'm still here, and I feel like I'm doing a good job, and I feel like I'm doing the best I can do. And where did everybody go? Where are 400 people? And then all of a sudden I've had the worst week that I've probably had in 5 months, and there's 1,000 people on here. So all things work out how they're supposed to, for sure. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to go through a software that I put together for you guys. I'm going to give it to you for free. I spent about $5,000. Well, I spent $5,000 developing it. It's a really awesome software. It's a simple software, but it's something that works really, really, really well. Right? It's something that I've been testing, and that I love. Right? And so I'm gonna share that software with you. I'm going to show you how to use it first, and it won't take me 15-20 minutes to show you how to use it. And then I'm going to give you the link to go and set up your account for free. Now, here's what I will ask you politely to do. That is, don't share the link, because I didn't have time to. I was trying to get it done, but as you can imagine, this week is a little derailed. And I didn't have time to set up all kinds of security provisions so people couldn't just give it away. I do plan to sell the software. I'm just giving it to you. So please don't share the link. Don't give the link out to a bunch of people and stuff like that. It's really just for my students right here on the Success Connection, and that would be good. You can give people access to your account, but what I'm going to give you is a link that if you go to it, you can create an account with our system that gives you access to everything. So I'm just trusting you guys to not give that link out to anybody, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to show you how to use the software. I'm going to walk you through it, explain to you why you would use it in the first place. Then I'm going to walk you through how to activate your account. It's free. There's your information to set it up, like your name and address and all that stuff, but you already have all that anyway, so it's not like you're getting emails from me. You're already getting those. And then we're going to talk about kind of some of the stuff that we're going to be doing coming up on the Success Connection. And we do have tons of new people, or a lot of people here tonight that haven't been here. So let me just ask you guys if you could tell me in the chat. I know that we had a little issue with our SMS system. I've been telling you guys about that in the past. How many of you are here tonight that haven't been here in a while only because you got our SMS alert finally? Type the number 1 in. If it reminded you, you haven't been getting the emails or whatever, and now all of a sudden you're here because, okay, I see a good many people typing the number 1, right? Now, how many of you are only here because of the free software? Type the number 2 in. That haven't been here, because there's a lot of people on here that have not been here in the last, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so I see some of you are on. Some of you have been kind of on vacation, back and forth. Good. Well, look, I invite you to all continue to show up. It would be phenomenal if you don't miss any weeks. Obviously, missing is okay, but don't miss so many, because we're up an awful lot. You can hear Chloe. She's yelling at you right now saying, don't miss. She's freaking out. So what we'll do is we'll get started. I want to thank you all for being here, by the way. It's always exciting to have a full house, right? I mean, it makes you feel good when you're here. I'm always going to do my best if it's for 20 people or 20,000 people, but it's really awesome to see 1,000 people on here again. It makes it even more exciting and more fun for me, I guess, because I know I'm reaching so many people. So what I'm going to do is turn over here, get on this computer. What we'll do is I'm going to go through the software. I'm going to show you how to get your software. Then I'm going to allow you to, we'll do our $100 cash prize giveaway. We'll give that away live tonight. You'll be able to go to the link that you see on the screen, but you can do that in a little while once we get to that point. I'm sure there are a lot of you that don't even know that our Facebook group exists right now because you haven't been on in a few weeks. So we're also going to be doing our making sure you guys get into the Facebook group. The Facebook group is where I'll share things like this software and stuff throughout the week, where you're not having to wait until you get on the Success Connection. So it's a great place. It's free, and it lets you connect with each other. That was the whole goal, was to kind of bring everybody together. And so that's what we wanted to do, and that's what we do on the Facebook group. So with that said, let's jump into my software. All right. Well, there's my Facebook page. All right. So the software. All right. Let me first explain to you what it is, why I built it, and how you would use it. So one of the things I noticed, one of the things I noticed about sending emails and about our websites, so whether it's a website or we're sending emails, one of the things that I noticed was that urgency creates more action, right? So maybe we'll take 2 seconds and we'll do the nifty little whiteboard. Some of you probably haven't seen this if you haven't been with us here in the last few weeks. But let me just show you kind of what my reasoning was behind this. And this is going to show, I'm also going to be telling you what the software is right here inside of this. So I did a training for Adrian's students earlier today, so I need to just kind of open this up, turn it around like that, and we should be good. All right, so let me pull this up for you. All right, so welcome to my whiteboard. If you haven't been here, my pen is not charged up very well, I'm not going to lie. I think I have like 13% left, but we'll make do. There's some things in life I just cannot figure out how to get good at. This stupid pin charging is one of them. I'm going to buy multiple. Is the only way I'm going to fix myself. Okay, so here's what I noticed. Okay, so you want to take notes, but if you haven't been with us in a while, then just note that I'll give you a copy of this whiteboard. I'll put the copy of this underneath the replay of the training, so you'll be able to go in and download an entire PDF of it. You'll be ready to go. All right, so what my goal was to create, I wanted to create more action. All right, create more action. Now, why did I want to create more action? Okay, what kind of action am I talking about, and why create more? Well, let's take an example. All right, let's just do example number 1. All right, and this is going to be email marketing. A simple email that goes out. So this is kind of the flow that an email, so we'll just kind of highlight that, and this is the flow that an email would go through, okay? You would first, a customer, okay, has to go in to their email box, and they have to first open the mail, okay? Once they open your email, all right, then they've got to read and basically respond. Now, that response that we typically look for, okay, that response is a click. So essentially we want them to click. When they do that, we want to send them to our, I'll call it just our money site. Okay? That would mean wherever you make money. So that could be your Shopify store. That could be your affiliate link. That could be a site with Google Ads. I mean, it could be anything you want. Wherever you're sending people, that's where the money is, right? Okay, so this is the model and the formula. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to increase this action right here. I wanted to increase how many people click on the links in my email and end up on my actual website. How many of you understand that? Just say yes if you understand that. I'm creating more action to generate more traffic so I can make more sales. That was the important thing to me, right? Increase this action. Okay, so we all have that. Example number 2. All right, let's call this just your website. All right, example number 2. How many of you currently at some point have a website? Meaning you have a blog, you have a Shopify store, you have a WordPress site, you have an affiliate review site, you have your own website, whatever. Okay, lots of you have a website. I see lots of people. Okay, well, on websites, the flow kind of works like this. Customer visits. They visit your site, okay? So customer visits. From that visit, customer sees what we call links, okay? And those links are normally blue, okay? So I have these links on your site. The customer, okay, takes an action. And that action, of course, is a click. And then they end up on what we would call the money page. Meaning, this is where they would buy something. This is where they either come to your website because they want to generate, because you're generating like an affiliate commission, or they come to your website because they, and you're trying to sell them some other product or your own product or anything like that. Would you agree that the money is made right here? They have to take that action, meaning they have to click. No matter what, we need people to take action and we need them to click, right? So our goal then, okay, our goal equals more clicks. Doesn't matter if we're sending an email, doesn't matter if it's people coming to our website, whatever the case may be, our goal is get more clicks, okay? That's where the money's at. So what can we do to get more clicks? Let's just say in an email, what are things that we can test? What are things that we can do in an email to get more clicks? Put it in the chat box for me. And for those of you that were here last week that already kind of know what I'm going to give you, I'm not going to answer. Okay, so some of you say content, so meaning what you write in the email. Okay, some of you say a free book. Okay, so you can give them a free book and maybe they'll do it. Some of you said surveys. Okay, let's see. Some of you say better call to actions. So that's a CTA. Some of you say repetition. I don't even know if that's how you spell it. That's probably so. Some of you say repetition. Let's see. Just looking. Some of you say bonuses. Okay, so we could put bonuses in there. Some of you say more links. Not a bad idea. All right. Images. Okay. All of these things are things that you can use to get more clicks, because that's our goal, more clicks. All of these things right here, these are good things to test. Meaning, none of this is wrong, okay? This is not wrong. However, what about this one key word? How about urgency via scarcity? Let's think about that. Urgency via scarcity. What does that actually mean? So what do I mean by urgency via scarcity? Okay, here's what I mean. If I come up to you and I say, for instance, a couple of weeks ago, I released a new program that some of you got. It's called Fan Page Domination. How many of you got Fan Page Domination? Just type the number 1 in if you got that training. Okay, this was my training that I released on how I built my fan page and how I got 200,000 email subscribers and all this stuff. I'm going to actually show you a little, I'm going to have to show you that to show you what I'm doing here in a minute. Okay, so tons of people got it. However, I created, mine was self-inflicted. It wasn't actually designed to, I already knew I would sell out of it. But when I got on here, I said, here's the deal. I am only going to take 20 people because it's a course that's in beta and I want feedback, and eventually I might let everybody else have it. But right now, I only want 20 people. And maybe in 2 weeks, I'll open it up to another 20 people. I want feedback. I'm trying to get feedback so I can make a better course for my students, right? Okay, well, I instantly had 20 people buy Fan Page Domination, and the reason was I said, there's scarcity. There's only 20 slots, and I'm going to close it down. Okay, that gets a lot of people to rush. Now, some people will say that, and then they say, oh, we're going to open up 700 slots. I didn't do that. I literally kept it to a small group of people because that's really what I needed to do. Now, for my students, I'll open back up. We're going to teach, I'm going to actually teach the second phase of that here on the Success Connection in a couple of weeks, and I'll talk about it in a little while. But urgency via scarcity. Let's talk about something else. How many of you have bought something on an infomercial in your lifetime? Type the number 1 in. If you've bought something from an infomercial in your lifetime. Tons and tons of ones coming in. Okay, now, let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. How many of you have ever bought something from an infomercial and actually truly hurried up to buy it because you saw the timer going down? It's like there's only 4 minutes left. to get so-and-so's da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Type the number 2 in if that's you. If you've ever actually done that because you saw the timer, if you guys could see what's going on in this chat box right now, it's insanity. There are literally people just flying in with 2s. Now here's the deal. How many of you are smart enough to know, okay, at this point, how many of you are smart enough to know that when the infomercial goes off, it's probably going to come right back on literally right after it goes off? How many of you are smart enough to know it's probably on 12 other channels at the exact same time? There is no urgency, not real urgency, but you feel the urgency because they're counting down till the time that the show is going to end, right? That's just kind of the way that it goes. And then all of a sudden, you freak out, you run, and you buy, right? Urgency can be created by time. You see, when you tell somebody there's only so much time left, that creates urgency in their mind because they realize, oh my gosh, there's only so much time left and then I'm out, right? I can't buy this or I'm not going to do this. Innately, our minds, even though we're smart enough to know that there's plenty of times we could actually buy all of these other things, right? It doesn't mean that our minds don't instantly freak out when we see the countdown timer, correct? How many of you understand that? You see, your mind has a way of dictating, and this is psychology, and I won't go into it too much. I learned a lot of this in neuroanatomy and psychology in school, and sometimes we don't actually have control over what we truly are thinking. Our mind is subconsciously thinking this, and we're acting based on that subconscious thinking. And so even though if we were to stop and truly think about this, what we're doing, we would know that there's no urgency to buy the juicer off of television. They've been selling juicers on television for 30, 40 years, right? But subconsciously, when we see those things tick down, subconsciously, we act because we feel like time is going out, right? So what I did and what I decided to do was build a timer app that works on websites and in your emails. Now what that means is you can build a timer that counts down to a certain day, okay? Counts down to a certain day, and you can put it right in your email. Here's my email, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And then maybe there's like 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 12 seconds left. And this is a timer. Now, do you think more people will actually click on the link if they just see the time counting down? Yes or no? That's right. Lots more people will actually take action on the email because they see that they see this timer counting down, right? The same thing happens on your websites. Of course, if we give you if you have a website and you've built your own website and all these great things, and then you have a timer on it, all of a sudden you're able to be able to click on those. You know, you're able to get more and more people to click because you see this, right? As some of you saying you can't quite see how we're doing it. Well, let me just show you real fast, okay? So all I wanted to do with this part of the training is we'll put this here, put it down. I wanted to discuss the simple fact that you need more of this. You need more clicks. Clicks are very, very important, okay? So you've got to have clicks. And then, of course, to get those clicks, oftentimes we look for things like content, free books, surveys, CTAs, images, links, bonuses, repetition. But one of the things that is proven to generate more response for us as marketers is urgency and scarcity. That urgency and scarcity comes from time. When we feel like time is running out, we instantly want to act. So we built a timer app, okay? And this timer app works on emails and it works on websites, and it will allow you to get more clicks, okay? So with that said, let's take a quick look at the timer app. I told you I wouldn't stay on the whiteboard all night tonight, but I do love my whiteboard. It does allow me the opportunity to do some really cool stuff, so always exciting for me. All right, and they always want me to upgrade, but I don't want to upgrade. Okay, so let me show you the app real fast, okay? Let's see. We'll go into here. All right, so we've created this little members area here. It's a version 2.0 of a members area that we are creating called Marketer Software 2.0. Let me see if I can't make this bigger. There we go. And you'll see that there's nothing in it, right? So there's nothing in here that you could really use. There's software that's coming soon, right? And these are all softwares that I have my team developing right now. But none of them exist as we speak. The timer app is the first thing that has become available, and we rushed to get it available for tonight because, like I said, I had a few little hiccups this week that did not allow for me to be quite as available. So when you create your account tonight with Marketer Software, which I'm going to give you a link, you'll be able to create your account free. Not going to cost you anything. You'll be able to go in here and click on this timers button, okay? When you click on the timers button, you'll see a little page like this that tells you about the software. You'll also see a video that I just filmed for you guys all today that shows you how to use the software. So it's going to walk you through how to use the timer software, okay? So we've got that. Then you will just simply click right here where it says access your software. Fairly simple. So we click that, and it's going to open up your software right here. Now you can see we haven't done, let me make it bigger. That might help you to be able to see it. Okay? Now, we haven't spent a ton of time trying to make it look pretty and all that stuff. Our goal was to get it ready, get it done, and give it to you so you can start using it. The faster you can use it, the better off you are. I don't think you care if the inside of the little members area here is pretty or not. So we've got the software available right here. So here's what you do. The first thing you do is you click on Create New Timer right up here in the right-hand corner. All right, so you click Create New Timer, and then the application opens up like this. Now, here's what's super cool. First of all, is everybody with me so far? Just type yes in the chat box if you're with me so far. All right, want to make sure I haven't lost anybody. Everybody's with me. It's free software. Okay. Good deal. I see tons and tons and tons of people saying yes. Awesome. We do have a lot of people in here. So yes, the audio probably will go in and out. I saw some of you saying that. That would simply be because we're maxed out now. Actually, I think we have maybe look, you know, a lot of people will actually just lie to you about, oh, we've got 1,000 people in here and all that nonsense. Check this out. Let me see if I can do it. See if you can see this. Can you see where it says 920 people in here? Right there? Can everybody see that? 920 people. So now there's 928. So when I tell you that we're maxed, right? You can fit maybe 50 more people in here before GoTo starts blocking people. So we got a lot of people in here. That's no lie. So if the audio breaks out and the screen slows down, just bear with me. Okay, so we all are here. So we all are up to speed. So here's how this works, okay? Now, first things first, you can name your timer. You might name it, say I'm going to send an email to you guys about fan page domination, and I'm going to tell you that it closes on a certain day, okay? I mean, I've already done, but I'm just showing you how I might use it. I might call this the fan page domination timer. Okay, and you could of course Do it for anything. You could do it for anything you're promoting. All right, then I simply select the date and the time, okay? I select the date and the time that it's going to close down. Meaning, when somebody views this timer, what date should it be closing down on? So like, let's say we pick tomorrow, okay? Or tomorrow, June 24th, and then we choose our time. Let's just say we choose 10 a.m. Or say 10:30 a.m. like this. Okay, my timer is now going to count down to June 24th at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so that's what I would be doing. I would be counting down until June 24th at 10:30 a.m. This works with any email autoresponder, so it doesn't matter which one it is, it'll work. All right. Okay. Then I select the time zone. So what time is my promotion ending? When do I want it to count down to? I want it to count down to 10:30, and you can pick any of these time zones. What I'm going to do, and what I always do, is just Eastern time. So like this. So now my timer is going to count down, okay, till 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? All right. Now, let's see. Let me address something real fast, because we had somebody bring up something a little negative in here. Not terrible, but a little negative. So Betty says, I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm giving you my honest opinion. I'm trying to think of how the timer could be used in a good way. Basically, in other words, not giving fake scarcity, okay? So not giving fake scarcity. All right, here's the thing. I'm not suggesting that you go put a timer in and specifically state anything, okay? So there's two ways you can use this timer. Timer number one way, you can literally just put the timer into your email, not say anything about it, meaning you don't even have to say that something is closing down on that day. When somebody just sees a countdown timer, they literally take more action, okay? Even if you are not saying this closes down when this timer hits 0. You can literally just put a countdown timer into your email and it will get higher results. Additionally, what if you are promoting something that actually does end? I talked to a lot of you about launch jacking a long time ago. I don't know that it's really launch jacking. It's just promote something that everybody else is promoting right now. Well, those things close down, right? They close down. Launches close down. Products close down. Maybe you're giving a discount code to your Shopify store or anything like that. It closes down at a certain time. So there's many, many ways that you can use this app ethically. I'm not sitting there saying make an email up that says you can never make a single dollar after if you don't click this link by the time this hits 0. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, everything that I teach you to do, I assume you are going to do it in an ethical way, not in an unethical way, which I do know that a lot of people do, but as you can tell, I have zero respect for those types of people. So I've made that very clear multiple times on here before. So I teach you to do things the way I would do things, and I assume that you guys understand that when I give you this, okay? So with that out of the way, once we select our time zone, then what we do is we select an active design, okay? So we select an active design. Here's what we do. We click on this, and it brings up all of these designs that I have in here, okay? So these are the ones that I got done for you guys today. Now, let me tell you something. You have the benefit of being on here. You have the benefit of being on here and me being able to explain this to you in real time. I don't understand program language, and I don't understand programming, okay? I make up ideas in my head, and then I just say to somebody, build them. So I don't know why this is this way, but let me show you what I'm talking about. Do you see how there's two designs here, and they both look identical? The blue circles and the yellow circles. Does everybody see that? Just say yes. Okay. I immediately asked my developer this morning, when I saw this, I said, why are there circles that are the same circles? That does not make any sense to me. Because you'll see in a second, you can change the colors on all of this. So why would you have the same design in there twice? That's crazy. Here's the reason why. You see these words right here where it says days, hours, minutes, and seconds? Do you guys see that? Days, hours, minutes, seconds? Okay, and down here, all right, the actual word, days, hours, minutes, seconds, that we cannot change. It's either going to be white or it's going to be black. There's no way to change the color of those words. I don't know why, but we can't do it. But you can change the color of everything else on the design. So we built one that's light and one that's dark. That way, if you want a very dark background around this, then you would probably want to use the one where the words are in white. Does that make sense to everybody? So I'm going to show you in just a second how we can edit it, but I want you to be able to see that that's what I mean, right? That's why it's there. So if you look at it and you say, well, why do I have two of the same thing? That's why. It's because one's designed for dark and one's light. All right, so let's just pick one and I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? We'll just go with, this one right here. All right, so if I select that, that's what my timer is going to quote unquote look like. All right, then you can choose an active link. Now the active link, okay, what this does is it means that if anyone clicks on the link or clicks on the timer, so if let's say they see this timer and they click the timer, it will actually link them to wherever you want them to go. So you might put, http://www.yourwebsite.com in here, or you might put your affiliate link in there, or you might put your Shopify store in there. That way, while this thing is counting down, okay, so while it's counting down, if somebody clicks it, it will take them to wherever you want them to go. So if it's on your website or if it's in emails, boom, boom, it's going, okay? All right. Then you've got an expired design. The expired design will show up if somebody comes through to to your site, okay? And it's after June 24th at 10:30 a.m. It will actually expire this timer, and you get to choose the design. Now, we've got 3 of them in here right now, but we'll have some more very shortly, okay? So let me just pick this offer has expired. Okay, if you put this in an email and somebody opens this email after June 24th, they are going to see the expired image here. It will automatically show them that image instead of the countdown timer, and you can take them to http://www.somewhereelse.com, right? So you can literally take them somewhere else. Does that make sense? All right, so it's truly ethical in that when the timer hits 0, somebody clicks it, they go somewhere else. They're not even going where they would have gone if the timer has not passed by, okay? All right, I'm glad we all have that under control. Now, the next thing to tell you is that you can edit the entire design, okay? So you can edit the whole design, so check this out. Here's my font color, all right? Now, obviously I told you we can change the font, but it's not going to change these words. So watch what it does. You click the font color, and you can choose any color font you want. So let's just go with something really ugly. Let's go with like this green over here. There's a button right here that says Update Preview, okay? So watch this. If you just click Update Preview, it's going to now give me a preview of my timer, all right? And it's going to show me what my timer looks like when it's counting down. So there's my timer with my really, really ugly green font, right? But you can see that the word days, hours, minutes, and seconds still stays white. That's why if you're changing this background to be something really light, then you'll want to use the one that has the darker words on it, okay? So let's see. What if we want to change our primary color? Let's just make it, let's just really try to make an ugly timer here. Check this out. Now all of a sudden the timer, so you can make this timer match your website, or you can make it match your brand or your logo or your images or whatever it is you want. Now I've got a purple timer with green letters. Probably not the prettiest thing in the world. I probably would not take any graphic design tips from me. I would take no tips from me on colors, none of that stuff. I'm terrible at it. I must surround myself with artistic people. My sister is artistic. She has done art that's in my house. Might as well be colorblind. I did not get the artistic genes of the family. Now, let's just say that you want to do something that's like a 24-hour countdown or a 48-hour countdown, and you don't want the days thing to show up. So let's just say, like, for instance, our countdown timer, it's not counting down for more than a day. So it kind of looks bad to have the day in there. So watch this. If we turn this button off right here, see where it was blue. If we turn it off and we hit update, what this is going to do is this is going to take the timer, remove the days piece from it, and it's just going to show you hours, minutes, and seconds, right? Does that make sense? Everybody like that? Very cool. Very, very good. All right, now, you can change the width and the height. So if you want your timer to be bigger or smaller, all you've got to do is go right in here and alter the width or the height. And by altering the width or the height, you'll be able to change the size and the shapes and all that of your timer, right? So once you've done this, all right, once you've got the timer you want, we'll leave ours really, really ugly because it'll be really fun to be ugly. We'll click Create Timer. All right, once you've done that, you'll see your timer right here. You'll also see that your timer is active. Your timer is active until the time passes, in which case it would say it's inactive. That means it'll be showing the inactive link. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, very good. So you would be able to go down here and see what timers you've made that are still counting down. All right, now what would we do to use our timer? You click this button right here. It's a little eyeball. It says Get Links. You click it, all right, and what it's going to do is it's going to bring up all of the links for your timers. It shows you what your timer looks like, okay, and then it says, if you want to put this timer in one of your emails, just grab this little code right here and paste it in your email. If you want to put it on your WordPress site or any website at all, right, all right, all you've got to do is use this code. If you want an image with a link, so basically where it's an image of this and it links to this, you can use this. Most all of you will use this code right here, okay, and this code right here. That's it. Now, let me show you something else that we did that I think will help you. Watch the timer, okay? I want you guys to watch the timer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 20, 19, 18. Do you see how it only counts down about 20 seconds? Do you see that? Now, it starts off, all right, watch it on the screen. Watch it on the screen. We're at 5 seconds, 3 seconds, and then we go back to 20 seconds. Okay, now, a lot of you are saying, why would you do that? It should keep counting down. No, watch where it starts. This is very, very important for you guys to see this, okay? Now, watch when it gets to 3, and then it starts back over at 12 hours, 41 minutes, and 20 seconds, all right? Watch this. Now do you see that it's 12 hours, 41 minutes, and it started at 12 seconds, right? So watch what it's going to do. Do you see how it counts down and it starts back over? The whole reason that this timer is set up this way to where it does not actually keep counting down is because there were people that built apps like this, okay? And what it does is this is an animated GIF, but it pulls the time properly, meaning if you load this 10 minutes from now, it's not going to say 12 hours 41 minutes. It's going to say 12 hours and 31 minutes, right? So anytime that somebody loads your timer, it's going to show them the right amount of time to count down to your end date. But the idea is that nobody is going to sit in their email, okay, and watch a timer count down for more than 15 or 20 seconds. It would be insanity if they did. And here's what happens if you make these timers count all the way down. The files become really big because it's having to load thousands of different images, right, that it could pull through. So what do you think happens when you use a timer app that actually counts all the way down and is a really big file? What do you think happens? That's right. Couple of things. Number one, it takes forever to load because it's having to go through all kinds of stuff to load. Then, because the file size is bigger, it's going to cause a lot of emails to go to spam folders because it seems to be the content is too much. Some servers will block it all together because the file is too big, even though the file is being pulled from our server. It's not like they're going to download it. So when we were testing this before we released it, I tested having a timer that legitimately just kept counting down and never reset itself. But if you look at this, it's only having to load about a 20 image GIF, meaning each time that number counts down, that's a new image that's basically showing up automatically. The smaller that is, okay, the easier it's going to be for your emails to actually make it into the inbox. The easier it's going to be for it to load on your customers' machines, and so on and so forth. So I did it this way on purpose. It might drive you crazy if you didn't know that, because then you'd be looking at it and saying, why does it keep starting over? It's broken. It's not broken. It's working the right way. It's just working in a way that I think, anyway, will get you better results than the other way. And like I said, I actually saw timer apps like this for sale, and I tried some, and that was my problem. They took forever to load. You'd load an email, and you'd be waiting 15 seconds for the timer to show up because it was too big, right? So what I've got is a timer that actually loads quickly, doesn't create problems, and then allows you to be able to do things in a much more efficient manner, right? Okay, so you would be able to take this little code right here. We'll take it and try. I wasn't actually even planning to do this, but let's just let's give it a try. I'll try it maybe in get response. So I keep my get response account open all the time. So you can see 819 new subscribers today from my fan page. Yesterday was 1,100. 39,000 this month, completely free. It's like motivation to me. Okay, so we would go to create a newsletter. All right, and then they've got all kinds of different things in get response. You could use whatever client you use is fine. I just want to start with a blank template. Thank you. Get response. Okay, so you can see this is like the HTML. Update. And look at that. My timer is now in my email. So I might write something like, hey, I am super excited to announce that DestinFlorida.com is giving away an awesome 3-day vacation. You can see below when the vacation will be given away. When the timer hits 0, time's up. My suggestion is you join us now. Click here to register. I'm just making this email up. So this is a way that I might actually use this timer. I might put this timer in and count down to July 4th when I'm giving away a vacation on my page, write an email to people, and literally I would have it set up so that it would be counting down until the day that I'm truly giving away a vacation, right? And it creates urgency and excitement, and people see it and they like it and they think, wow, this is awesome, and all kinds of good feelings. And then all of a sudden I get more action takers, right? So if I were to click on this timer right here, once I actually, actually sent this out, then I would be able, the link itself, the timer itself would take me to wherever I told it to take me, right? So you can add this. You can try adding this to Facebook posts. I'm not 100% sure it'll work in a Facebook post. Only one way to try. Let's see what it does. I might not need to have all this code though. Okay, we don't like that. How about that? Let me try this one. It's quite possible that you could make this work on Facebook. If not, I can make something that makes it work on Facebook. So ours is just pulling up this. So what I'll do is I'll work on making the timers work on Facebook so that you could literally just put this in there and literally just pull it right in. Does that make sense? So we'll see if we can't make the timer app actually work on Facebook, where you can make posts on Facebook with your timers. I believe we can. It's probably just a setting somewhere that we can do. And that way, of course, like for instance, the link, I wouldn't suggest doing this right now because I don't have it set up properly, obviously for Facebook stuff, but we'll work on it and then we'll be able to do that, right? So there's lots of little things that you can do with this that will make it, I believe anyway, help you get better results, right? Now, a couple of quick things, okay? Please don't blow up support with 1 million requests. Requests are really good, right? But remember, it's free. And also, I'm not finished with everything I'm going to do to it. So I'm giving it to you before it's even done. I mean, clearly it's done and it works. But I've got a lot of other, like I'm going to make this look a little cooler. I've got some more designs that we're adding in. So you'll see new designs popping in here all the time. And it'll allow you to go in and start building these timers. And the timers will show you how often, how many impressions they've had. So how many times they've been shown, right, and loaded, right? So pretty cool little software here, if you ask me. It cost me about $5,000 to have this done. But the reason that it cost me $5,000 to have it done is because I wanted it done in a way that was efficient. You could probably have an app like this built for a couple $1,000s, but I think anyway that that it's really not that smart because the way that the other people were doing it didn't work. So to be clear, because Vladimir said, won't people be pissed off if they click on an email because of the timer and then they check days later and it's still the same timing? It will not still be the same timing. Like I said, it truly will count down. This is an example of what this looks like, but if you look, do you see how that's now at 35 minutes, down to 34 minutes, whatever? That's because I've loaded it. Like if I were to, I guess, unload it, I suppose. Let me see if I can, unload it real quick. All right, so if I were to unload it like that, and then I just go back in here and I reload it, and that might have been an updated time. Oops. Mind you, I'm trying to do things super, super quick, so I just want to see it not do that. I think because I pulled it out of here, I put a bunch of code on here that it shouldn't have on there. HTML. I also probably took some of the code that it was, oh, that's why it's not working. I guess my computer didn't copy the right code here. Hold tight. So if I take this and I slap it right there. Okay, do you see how that says 28 minutes now? Okay, it actually does count down. Each time that you load the timer, a page with the timer, it actually does show you the right time. It's truly 12 hours, 28 minutes, and 55 seconds from 10:30. If you look at it, it's 9:01 on my screen, and this is 28 minutes. 28 and 1 plus some seconds is 30. So it's counting down to the right thing. So if you were to go back to this page, this email, after the date that we set the timer to count down to, it would show expired. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, very good. In fact, we can just pull one of those up. Let me just show you real fast what it'll look like. So let's just reset this timer. Okay, let's make a few changes to it real fast. And let's change it to count down to tonight. But let's change it, instead of 10 a.m., I got it set for Eastern, so it's 10 Eastern right now. We'll set it for 10:01 because I think it's past 10:01. And we'll save it. And we will update the timer. All right. You see how it says expired in here? So check this out. If I go grab this code again, which I could have probably just left it on this page. I thought I was going to make a new one. If this code is now on here, what will happen, my computer is cookied. So maybe a little more difficult on my computer because I've got all these programming cookies on here. So it may not work on mine. But you'll see, like the preview showed you, it was expired. Yeah, mine is still cookied. So it's probably going to take, I would have to refresh get response, and I don't want to log out. But what you would see, obviously, is what you see right here. You would see the expired logo, right? And so when the person opens their email, they would see an expired logo, all right? So, yeah, somebody else just did it, and now it shows expired. That's what happens. The only reason mine is doing it this way is because I'm cookied. Okay, so how many of you would like to set up an account for this free, to where you get it for free? It's not going to cost you anything. So I'm not going to ask you to buy anything to get it. And no, there's no upgrade to it. When I update this, you get it for free. So let me just be clear and transparent. There is not a paid version of this software that you will get. I will be selling it. You'll see some ads on Facebook and stuff like that. But you won't ever pay for it, and all the upgrades I do to it, you'll get them for free. All the new designs, you'll get them for free. When I make it work on Facebook, you'll get it for free. You'll never pay anything for this software, okay, ever. So here's how you would do this. First of all, when you create your access, so understand something. You'll see a members area that looks like this. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. In the future, I'll be setting up more software, and this little members area will be where you can access pretty much all of your software. So I've got these software titles down here that we're working on, and when they're finished, they'll show up in this software portal. It's a place where you can go and access pretty much all of your software that you've ever purchased from us inside of one place. We'll have free software for our members. Convert Timers is the first software that I'm giving you for free, okay? Now, to create your account, maybe I should walk through one first and show you how this is done. So to create your account, you will end up on a little page that looks like this. Okay, you'll end up on a page that looks like this. All right. Inside of here, all you will have to do is fill this information out, your name, your phone number. I mean, you can put whatever you want in here. My developer just put all this in here. It would actually be good if you put your real information in there. That would be ideal, because then I could match it up to all of my records. Please don't put fake info in there. I'm going to give you the address in a minute. Then you put your email address. You have to put a real email and a real password, okay? But you get to create your own password. Now, let me be very clear. Our system is not going to email you a login email. Does everybody understand that? You will not get a login email, meaning you're not going to get an email that tells you, here's your username and here's your password and here's where you go to log in. Not going to happen, because I haven't even done that. So this is like a back door into our software that I'm giving you. There's no way for me to make it email you, okay? So you're going to have to write the website address down so that you know where to log in, all right? Okay, up at the top, there is a registration password that's required. This is so if somebody happens to find this page, they cannot create a free account unless they have the password that I give you. Everybody okay with that? Just say yes if you're okay with that. All right, so what will happen is I will give you a link that you can go to set up your account. I will give you the password for this little form right here so that you can actually set up your account. And then I will give you the login address so that you can go log into your software. If you save that, bookmark it, whatever you want to do, it'll always let you in, okay? Everybody's good. All right, very, very good. So first of all, before I do that, I want to ask, because my throat's hurting, come here, Chloe, come here. Come say hey to everybody. Chloe's here. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Come here. Good girl. Everybody that hasn't met Chloe before, here she is. Say, my daddy said no matter how bad my knees get, he's going to fix them. If my knees ever get so bad, say my dad will fix them. He promises. Chloe Bear, say hey to everybody. Say, hey everybody, I'm sorry for barking and making so much noise and disrupting Dad's trainings, but I love everybody. I'll be there in a little while. I'll play with your mom. Okay, she just randomly came in here and then she runs off to her mom. That's what she does. She comes to see me for 3 seconds and then back off to her mom. That's how it works. She's pretty cute. Okay. So, first things first, before I give you that, because I do believe there will be like an insane rush to go create your accounts and all that stuff. So before I even do that, I'm going to let you guys post on Facebook, and then I'm going to give away the cash prize, and then I'm going to give away your access, because I already know that all of you are going to go do this, and then you're not going to pay attention, and then you're not going to post on Facebook, and you're not going to be here to win the cash prize and all that stuff, okay? So we're going to do that, and then we're going to wrap things up. I told you I was going to keep it short so that you guys have an opportunity to go in and actually use the software tonight, to play around in the software and that kind of stuff. So I truly wanted to keep this training about this software. But next week, I'm going to show you, we are in the middle right now of another one of our kind of fan page explosions, right? Another giveaway on our fan page. So next week, what I want to do is share with you some results that I'm seeing on a few things I've done differently this time, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. So for those of you that have not been here with us for the last, I don't know, little while, important to note something real fast. Hopefully that goes where it goes. I have generated 165,000 subscribers, okay, completely free, all from one of my Facebook fan pages. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a little bit more about that. You can see today 800, yesterday 1,100, I don't know, a bunch. And then also I'm making money from that. This is the course I'm teaching, and some of the stuff that my students have talked to me about has helped me to come up with new ideas to make it even more profitable. In fact, you might can see, I think you can probably see that. Yesterday I made $108, and today I made about $70. It'll probably hit up at $100. This is just one income stream from it, and it's completely free. It's literally free money. I'm not doing anything to make it, right? So how many of you have not heard about my fan page strategy and would like to see some? Okay. I see lots and lots of you that don't know anything. Chloe's going nuts. But how come? Who is David? David Marino. I'm not quite sure I understand what your comments are, but allow me to just ask you to leave. I mean, just leave, man. Don't be an idiot. I'm not even going to read this. Normally I call people out for being stupid, but I'm not even going to read your dumb shit. Like, just get the hell off here. Time for you and your stupid self. Tell you what, a good way to get on my really pissed off side is start talking about my dog and my family and shit. Okay? I really might lose my shit on here. Okay. For everybody that matters, to go to Facebook, to leave me a comment so that you can win the $100, you would go to this URL right here. It's go.dsc.com/Facebook. When you get there, you'll just leave a comment right here. You'll see this picture of me. It's the latest post that we've made. And just leave a comment right here. So you'll see this. It says Success Connection. You'll see James Plummer just made a post. Just leave me a comment here and let me know what you think about tonight's training. Rate it a 1 to a 10, and just let me know what you think about tonight's training. And this is where I'm going to announce our cash prize winner. And once I announce our cash prize winner, then I'm going to go on and I'm going to hook you guys up with the software. So I figured I would do this first. I figured I would do this first. So yeah, leave your comments here. I'm going to put the URL in the chat box here. Yes, I'll put it in here. Hold tight. It's you can look in your chat box, go.dsc.com/Facebook. All right, so it's in the chat box, and I'll pull it back up on the screen, and I'll just kind of slide it down so you can see this is the post you want to look for. It was made today. You'll see it's got my face and everything, and that's the link. So everybody go there right now, okay? Go there right now and leave comments, and then as always, I'll be scrolling through and picking a winner from our Facebook comments. So go there now, and then I'm going to give you the access to the software. So I'm not going to take a long time tonight because I don't want to delay giving you the software or anything, but I already know some of you won't be able to participate in the cash giveaway if you're trying to set up your software account. So I'll give you all that right at the end so you can go do it and you'll still get to participate here. So again, go.dsc.com/Facebook. All right, and I'll refresh this and you guys can see who's left comments and how many comments and all that good stuff. So hopefully we have tons. So we're up to 188. All right, so leave your comments here and make sure to hit the like and share buttons. So leave comments, hit the like and share buttons, and I'm going to hook you up. We'll be giving away a $100 cash prize. Additionally, after you've made your post, if you want to join our Facebook group, which I highly suggest that you do, this is the link for the Facebook group, okay? You have to request to join. It doesn't let you in without me approving you, which I will do. Let's see, go.dsc.com/group. All right, I put that in the chat box. Let me just show you the Facebook group while you guys are leaving comments. I'll pull that link up again in a minute as well. But basically, when you go over here to the Facebook group, let's see, Success Connection. So what you'll see is We have lots of posts. Look, my fan page strategies are showing up on some of our students' pages. So there you go. We've got that showing up. We've got people. We've got people that come in here and leave comments all the time. Look, Carolina has a small victory on June 9th. She's reached some people here. So we've got lots and lots of people. Look, this person found a cool app and is helping this person. So there's lots and lots and lots of opportunity. And all you've got to do is go here to request to join. So I'm going to let Alex in. I'm going to let John in. I'm going to let Bernard in. I saw Bernard in here just a minute ago. Paul. We've got, wow, we got 18 people request. So go and request to get in the group and let me get you in there. All right, so I'm going to approve all of you for the group. Now you'll all be in the Facebook group. There's one rule to the Facebook group, okay? I hear some of you saying boot David Marino out. You're right. He's not going to get in the group. Don't worry. Once you're in the group, there's one thing that we don't allow, and that is just negativity. If you are negative, you will probably get banned. And that's because there's so many places online that people can go that are just full of negative stuff. And so my goal was to create a place full of just positive energy and people that are there to just help people and people that are there to create, better lives and more success and all of these things. They're not there to worry about, what's going on that's negative, right? And I see Bree Novak is requesting. Bree, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Haven't seen you on in a while. So I'm going to sit here and approve. I may not be able to, there's so many of you going there now, I may not be able to approve you all right this minute because I need to do this giveaway. But rest assured, I'll get you. Actually, I think there's an approve all. Yeah, there is. Let me just make sure this knucklehead's not in here. David Marino. All right, so we'll approve all and confirm. It says you are about to add 24 people. Are you sure you want to do this? As long as none of them are David Marino, I'm positive. Okay. It'll approve you. It's just going to take it a second. All right, let's go back to my fan page. And, yeah, see, it approved everybody. So I'll make sure that you all get approved tonight. Just keep going in and applying. And I'll make sure you all get approved. And then let's check out the fan page here so we can give away the $100 cash prize. I'm glad to see that so many of you showed up. Look at this. We're at 500 comments, all right? So we're, does anybody, some of you saying the link is not working. Mark, it does. It's go.dsc.com/Facebook. Look down in your chat box. Let's see if I can copy these. If you look down in your chat box, I just put both of them in again. So we've got go.dsc.com/Facebook. And then you've got go.dsc.com/group. One lets you in the group. One lets you come to Facebook here where you could leave an awesome comment for me right here. Tell me what you thought about tonight, what you thought about the software, the free software giveaway. Feel free to tell me your thoughts on David Marino, whatever it is that you want to do. Actually, there you go. Somebody's already leaving me their comments about David Marino. Yeah, very nice. Can I put the link in to get software? Yes, we're going to be doing that. Let me, let's see. We're going to give away the cash prize right now. Yes, helps to spell Facebook correctly. That's right. All right, so here we go. Let me refresh real fast, and I'm going to go in and select our winner. And then once I select our winner, we're going to be giving away the link for your software. All right? All right, here we go. By the way, it helps if you just go right on in and leave more comments. We're up to 576, but I'd really love to get 1,000. You saw there's 1,000 people on here. So what does that mean? That means some people are not participating in the cash giveaway, but I know you'll all participate in the software giveaway, so that works too. All right, so we've got lots and lots of people here that have left comments, and what I typically do is I just scroll through here. Let's see. I don't know why Carolyn says I will leave both groups. I'm not really sure why. All right, so I am going to scroll through, pick a winner, PayPal your money, and then I'm going to turn around and give you guys the link to get the software. And I'm actually going to show you how to walk through it, okay? All right, so here we go. Let's go through here. All right, so we're down here, and we'll scroll up. And basically, you can see that I'm only looking at you guys, my finger and my computer over here. So we'll go there. That's Alberto. Alberto, are you here? Let's see if Alberto is here. Alberto, say yes if you are here. Don't congratulate Alberto yet. Let's make sure Alberto's here. Okay, Alberto has a puppy dog as his picture. So that's cool. Alberto, can you put your PayPal email address in the chat box for me? Your PayPal email address. Alberto, so fitting that your image was a dog after somebody's insulting mine today. How amazing is that? All right, so it's karma, right? Okay, so let me go on here, and I'm going to PayPal Alberto right now, and then I'm giving you guys the link. So if you have not joined the group, go ahead and join. Let me pull it back up for you while I send this PayPal out to Alberto, and then so this is the Success Connection group, and this is the link. All right, and then I'm going to put your link to get your free software right there. But I'm going to walk you through, obviously, how to do it, because I want you to, and I got to give you the password for it. So, by the way, have a pen and piece of paper ready in the next 2 minutes, because I'm going to want you to write down how to get to the software, and then write down the password and that kind of stuff. So, since I don't have an email that will go out to you. All right, so we'll go next. We're going to PayPal Alberto. I like to give away the money instantly because I don't like to forget. And I like for everybody to know that I actually do really give away the money when I say that I'm going to. So that is important to me, that you all know we're honest and we do what we say we're going to do. All right, so Alberto, you, sir, should have your money. So Alberto won the $100 cash prize. I have already PayPal'd Alberto the money. So Alberto has his cash prize. Thank you so much, Alberto, for being here. And thank you to everybody for being here. So here we go. By the way, how many of you are going to be here next week? You never know when I'm going to give away free stuff. And I'll tell you what, there's tons of people on here that have not been on here in a long time. And I'm thinking that maybe next time I shouldn't announce that I'm giving away free stuff. You should just only get the free stuff if you're here this week, right? This is an opportunity. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for being here, because this might be my final chance to say hello to you and to thank you for being here, because I know once I give you this link, you're going to go get busy setting up this software, and then you'll be out in software land. So if you have any problems with the software, okay, there is a link right up here called support. Go figure. And when you click it, it will let you send an email to our support staff. Okay, this will come straight to our support staff. Now, it's important to note, there's 1,000 people getting ready to get free software. Don't expect like the most ultra fast response at 10 o'clock at night, okay? Also, nobody on my team even knows this exists, literally. They don't even have access to help you. So I will have to help you. So please don't send a billion support tickets. Please do watch look, there's a video that walks you through how to do this right here. Plus, you'll have the replay of the training we're on right now. So please focus on the replay and on this video, and it'll get you through everything that you need to do. It's simple software. It's not like it's super complex, okay? All right, so here's where you're going to go. The password to this particular piece right here is, hold on. The password is, I need to see what the password is. I'm not even going to lie. The password, that's too funny. I think it's SCVIP. Chloe, is that what it was? All right. Yeah, it's SC, like Sam Charlie, Success Connection, VIP. All right. So SCVIP is the password. Yeah, that's the password. SCVIP. So you will type SCVIP into this box. That is not your password to set up. That is not going to be your password to log in. That is simply the password that will make this thing create your account. Then down here, you would choose your own password. Type the number 1 in if you understand that. Okay? All right, very good. So here's the URL to get to here. Where did it go? All right, here's the URL. go.vsc.com/free account. If you go to this URL right here, it will let you create a free account. All right, then step 1, enter password, and the password is just SCVIP. SCVIP. Step 2, create your account. Step 3, log in at http://app.marketersoftware.com. Okay? This is how you get your free software. Okay? I'm going to hang out for a second and make sure that all of you, I will put the link, yes, I'll put the link in the chat. go.vsc.com/free account. Boom. Password to the form is SCVIP. Remember, you create your own password for your login. This is simply to be able to get you to make that form work, okay? Let's see if I can pull that back up. So you would put SCVIP in here, fill out all of your information, and then you would come back here and put in your email and your password, and then it would log you in. Now, it's important to note, oops, look, you see what happens when a lot of people come in at one time? If you're getting this little error here, it's okay, it'll come back. It's just because tons of you are on. So let me text oops. Let me text my developer and see if he's on. It's probably just because so many of you are getting, oh, I know it is. It's because so many of you are getting on. You have all the time you need to get this. So there's no scarcity. Don't worry. Not going to freak out or anything. You can do it tonight. You can do it in the morning. Just don't share the link. I didn't know there was going to be 1,000 people on. Sorry. You saw that there were 1,000 people on. Let me see if it'll let me log out. A ton of you are in, right? All of you are in. How many of you are in right now? Type the number 2 in if you're in. Yeah, there's tons. So just give it a minute. What's happening is I sent 1,000 people at one time to get something, and it basically blew up. So what we'll do is I'm going to text my developer right now. We'll just bump up the server. Let's see. One second. And it'll work. It's probably a lot of people, like some of you will get in, some of you won't. If you keep trying, you'll get in. Just give it a second. You can always do it in the morning. Yeah, no, there's no credit card required. Okay? That's so funny. Hold on, let me see if I can call him live. He'll laugh when I tell him that I broke it, literally, in one night. developers always hate when you break things, especially like in one single night. But I'll make sure we fix it. Hey, Sean, we broke the website. It gives us all the message that says, by the way, you're live to 1,000 people right now. But it gives us the message that says too many people are trying to access this page. Marketer software, you know, where I was giving away the app that you built for me. Yeah. Any way we can update it or something so that everybody can get it? Because, well, the thing is there 1,000 people on and so like I can't even log out. It just tells me website under heavy load, too many people. We're working on this. Can we bump it up? Okay, 10 minutes? All right, just bump it up a good bit because we got like 1,000 people trying to create an account at one time. All right? Thanks, dude. Bye. See, some developers are phenomenal, right? So he says in 10 minutes, that it will that it'll be working. It would work on its own, right? If we just sat there and didn't do anything. Eventually, as people stop trying, it'll work. But 1,000 people at one time didn't appear to be a smart idea. Yeah, 1,000 people. He told me, he said, there's no way you'll break this. I said, yes, I really will. And he said, it won't work. It won't break. Broke it on the way in. Yes, let me give you the link again. Okay, so of course you guys all know that it does work. I just showed you it work. It's just a matter of when you put 1,000 people into, it's like a bottleneck. We go to the beach a lot. There's this tunnel through Mobile. Goes underground, and it's the same 2 lanes that there are up on the main highway. It just kind of goes like this and comes out up under, and yet every time you get to that tunnel, it's like hour-long waits around the holidays, even though there's no reason. It's just a bottleneck. It's that all those people can't fit through that little tunnel while looking at everything at one time, and so it slows down. Whereas if all that traffic was spaced out, it could fly through the tunnel. There would be no time. There would be no traffic jam. It's crazy. So if you're in, you're in. If you're not, you'll get in. I'll hang out here with you for 10 more minutes and see if he gets it fixed. We're just going to bump it up. Mind you, bumping up the server, what does that actually mean for me when I tell him we have to bump up the server? What does that mean? That's right. That means it's going to cost me more money. So that just simply means that I'm going to now spend more money to get you the timer app. And oftentimes people laugh when I say it's going to cost more money. I'm like, I spend money on this, and people are like, yeah, whatever, you're lying. No, really, that's getting ready to cost me more money, but it's okay. It'll be good for you because it'll actually really help you get better. He just texted me on here and said we have 300% CPU usage, which means it's 3 times too many people on it at one time. So let me see what he says real quick. He says, okay, so let me ask him. You guys get to go. This is why it's cool to be on the Success Connection. Sometimes we have epic fails, and sometimes we have epic successes, and sometimes it's somewhere in between. Okay. Okay, he says in 10 minutes. Now, what you're probably going to see is my entire site is going to go down, and it's going to say dead. That's because we're having to rebuild a new server It only takes 10 minutes or so, but he's got to rebuild a new server, stick it on, and it'll be bigger, faster, better, stronger, all of those good things, so that we can. So you probably are seeing like a proxy error right now. You know, let's see. He'll have it fixed up for you, and I'll just get a really awesome server. So yes, you can still do this tomorrow if you write down these notes. Okay, this website address. Okay. Let's see. I'm just telling him to make a huge one, a huge server, so that it just works great. Okay, so this website address, type in this password, create your account. This will be open. This will be open for you guys through tomorrow. As long as I don't see a lot of people sharing this, I'll make sure that I leave it open for you. But there's no need in it. Once you get it done, you've got it done. To be able to do it. So yeah, it cost me some money, but look, we've got a lot of people still on here, so I figured I'd bring this up. I want to make sure that you guys know kind of what the agenda is going forward. So I've got a lot of software being developed, and some of that software I'm going to give away for free, and some of that software I'm going to give away for free only on the live sessions. And the reason I'm going to do that is because there are people that are ultra active. That's the people that get on my live webinars with me every week. I consider you to be like ultra active. You're engaged. You're paying attention. You want to listen to what I have to say, and I want to reward those people. And so what I'd like to do is be able to give away software, and sometimes I'll give it away to the first 20 people. Sometimes I might give it away to the first 100 people. Sometimes I might give it away completely, like I'm doing this, so that you can beta test it for me. You can use it. You can try it out. You can everything, and you get it for free. How many of you would be interested in doing stuff like that more often? I'm reading it. More often. Just say yes, if you would. Very good. Very, very good. So that will be coming up a lot. You see some of those software titles that we have coming up. We've got software that's going to do all kinds of crazy stuff that I've got being developed. And as you can see, when you find good people, I've told you all, and I highly suggest you stay on to listen to this for just a minute. I've told you all that you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with, right? And you have to surround yourself with people that care about you and your success. Now, if I could show you what Sean just wrote me, he said that I literally just pulled my baby out of the tub. I was getting him ready for bed when you called. He's back on Mountain Standard Time, so it's about 8:30 there. And he picked up the phone when I called, even though he was literally getting his kids in bed. That's a pretty good person, right? I mean, that's somebody that really cares. Sean is a friend, though, and he's done a phenomenal job for me. And he's the one that I paid to build this software, and he's building a lot of software for me in the next 6 to 8 months. That's basically his full-time job, is just building stuff for me right now. And so I think I found somebody that's really I've known Sean for a long time, but he worked at another company, and I finally talked him into not working for another company. And Sean developed Build Redirects with me, and he's developed this, and he's developing a lot of other stuff for me. So it's going to allow me to kind of, through Sean, to be able to give you some really awesome stuff and create some really, really cool stuff for you. So that's coming up. Next week and the next week, we're going to be focusing on the fan page strategies and the new things I've learned, right? I forget, how many of you did not see my fan page domination or anything like that? Type the number 2 if you did not see that. Okay, you did not see the fan page domination stuff. You didn't see anything about my fan page strategies, whatever you want to call it. I've called it 50 million names now. Okay, so I see a ton of people that haven't seen it. Okay, my suggestion, don't miss next week, because I give away a ton of free knowledge here on the Success Connection. And when I show you this fan page strategy that we use, we literally got, last time, we got 232,000 people to watch a live Facebook live cast on our fan page at one time. 232,000. I also was able to build a list I was able to build a list of somewhere north of, I think I just showed you 185,000 or so people. So 185,000 or so people are now on my email list from that strategy. And so it's just pretty much crazy. Cindy, will I show you how to make money? I just don't even know how to answer that question. And yeah, I mean, that's what we do. We teach marketing. Here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to give you like the bright, shiny object syndrome where I say, here, $50 and you'll make $1 million. You're not going to find that here. What you will find is good strategies that actually work, that legitimately help for you to make money with your business. We work really hard to teach you, email marketing. We've started to get into a lot of Shopify and e-commerce stuff, so we're teaching that a lot. And the big focus is email and e-commerce right now, and that's because that's where the market is. I mean, email marketing is going to continue to be email marketing. You're always going to be able to generate revenue and profits sending emails. And then right now, e-commerce has been a huge win for so many people. And so we kind of keep it working in those two spaces. But then this fan page strategies that I came up with, and I just accidentally figured this out. It wasn't like I mean, you can see, I know it's supposed to be finished, and there's probably people that'll watch this replay and be like, why in the world did you teach that when I left? But you can see, like, one of my fan pages right here, I'm almost to 450,000 likes, not spending any money. This week, I've got 6,000 new fans, spent no money. I've reached 2.3 million people this week. That's been fun. And, we have posts like this post today that reached 65,000 people. That post reached 45,000 people. That one reached 98,000, but then you've got some that are 212,000 from yesterday, 70,000, 219,000, and so on and so forth. Because of this page, I've been building my email list. You guys can see this is one of the email lists, 165,000 people. This is another one. Check this out. And look at this. On May 26th, I had 18,900 subscribers on this list. By June 2nd, okay, so you're talking about not even a month, I have 86,000. That's 70,000 more subscribers, basically, in 30 days. How many of you like that? Yeah, just say yes. That's right. Literally 30 days, 70,000 subscribers. So I am going to be teaching that next week on the Success Connection. Now, that means that you will have to show up to learn. I might not even let it go in the replay because it kind of seems pointless. Sometimes I do the replays and then I don't even know if people watch them. So I wish they did, but I don't know if they do. So it's important to pay attention and to show up. So I'll be teaching that next week, a little bit, going into more in-depth strategies on what we're doing this time, because we do things differently every time. Every time we kind of go through one of these spikes, we do things a little differently, and we try something new. And I figured out a few things in the last couple of weeks that seem to be working really well. And so now I'm going to share those things with you guys. And I've also had, when we released this fan page domination, which I think I still have it up here. Yeah, we released this fan page domination. I work on this every day. That's why it's on here. But you'll see, like, there's people asking me questions. These are questions that are coming in from support, and I'm answering the questions inside of the course. But then I'm also building new videos and stuff. So I'm constantly working on this strategy that's generating these results. And I'm working with a small group of students right now to make it even better. So, so I think that's really, really important. So with that said, I know that a lot of you, yes, I know that marketer software is probably not coming up. Remember I told you that Sean is working on it? So since he's working on it, the site might not show up, but it's okay. If it doesn't, life will be okay, because it will. For me, it's actually showing up. So how many of you are able to get to the link now? Just test it out and see. Okay, I see a lot of people saying, you're in, I can get to it, just worked. So we've had, a slowdown. So a lot of people stopped trying to get in. Now, of course, once you get in, right? Let's see. So just, I see a lot of you saying, yes, I'm in. Once you get in, this is where you go to log in. Please write this down. Super, super important. Okay? Let me see if I can't highlight it. How do I highlight up here? I think it's that. Okay. That's really ugly, but I told you I'm not an artist. You want to go right there. That's going to get you in to the software. And you'll see I've got a page we're working on marketersoftware.com. I think it's got a video of Adrian. I don't know. Just pay it no attention because it doesn't even do anything right now. It's all in development. So, but you can log into your account, and that's the most important thing, right? So just note you're getting access to something that nobody even knows exists right now. So that's kind of the reason why it's that way. Let's see. Yeah, if you're not able to get in, it's working fine for me. So that means that it should be working, really should be working for everybody. But I see it slowing down now. So that means Sean has probably now started to rebuild the server. So if it's trying to, I think he's trying to rebuild the server as we speak, because now I see it timing out. So what was probably happening a while ago was things calmed down. Let me see. He's typing to me right now. 1 second. I'll give you guys an update. He's probably asking me, why did I just send a bunch of people there to sign up? Do you have 1 million people refreshing every 2 seconds, he says. Okay, everybody don't go to marketersoftware.com real fast. Just stop for a second. So leave the page. Let him fix it. The minute I mentioned that it was working, boom. I am telling them to leave the page now. Okay. It says it's flooding our port. That's so epic. I don't know about you, but I actually enjoy breaking stuff like this because it's just kind of fun. And then we'll fix it. And then you'll be fine. But he's probably not happy with me. He can't even reboot the server to fix it. So if everybody could leave, let's see. If everybody could just get off of that page. Oh gosh, it is a little funny. I mean, just don't be on that page for a minute because he can fix the server real fast, but he can't when there's so many people on it. Oh, it's too funny. So give me just a sec. Let me ask him if that's better. Yeah, this is the server that's kind of making life a little more of a pain. It's just because, like I said, I didn't know there'd be 1,000 people on here. I thought maybe 500 or so. So I don't know. I didn't really think it'd be a problem. And but then there were 1,000 people, and so we just didn't have a server that could hold 1,000 people trying to sign up at one time. So that did not go over as well as I thought. Let's see. All right. So also, some of you are asking about the, can you watch the replays? Do all of you know how to watch the replays of the Success Connection? Just say yes or no. Okay. So I see a lot of no's. So I want to show you real fast. The Success Connection replays. Okay. If you want to see the entire archive of all of our Success Connection trainings, all you've got to do is go here. All right, you just go to thesc.com. All right. Now, when you do that, we're not going to have 1,000 people do that at once. Let me just show you where that takes you real fast. Takes you to a page that looks like this. All you've got to do is click this register button. When you click the register button, it will take you to register. You may have already seen the page before that you register on. If you have, just re-register if you've never had access to this. And once you register, it will email you a username and password. Then you'll be able to click this login button, and you'll be able to log in to the Success Connection. Let me see if my admin works. Yep. So let me show you what's going on inside of the Success Connection. Inside of the Success Connection, you can watch our latest training replay. So this will be basically last week. You can access the Facebook group, okay? You can join this week's event. So if you've ever lost your email, forgotten how to get on here, you can always go back to this resource and get back on, okay? Let me ask him how we're doing. So can I send them? Is the server rebuilt? Just making sure. Then you can go right here where it says Archive Trainings. Check this out. Every training that we've done, look at this. Every single training dating all the way back to April of 2015, right? And if you click on those buttons, you can go through here and you can watch all of our trainings. How many of you like that? Just say yes. I built this for the Success Connection. I believe it was a few months ago, maybe 3 or 4. It's a free resource. Doesn't cost you anything. You can go in there, watch all the replays that you want. It's a way to always access the replay. Additionally, okay, and this is on thesc.com. Additionally, you can always go to my fan page right here, and every week, this link right here will take you to the most recent replay, okay? So I'll put the link in there. Let's see. Okay, thesc.com. And then, of course, you can always watch the latest replay right here. So if you were to click this, it'll show you last week's replay. By tomorrow morning, it'll show you this week's Success Connection. So you can always go back and watch the latest one. So we can do that. And then, of course, you've got the opportunity to go into the Success Connection here at thesc.com. Remember, click register and then check your email, okay? Let me check on our server real quick. Okay, so feel free to try signing up again. I'll hang out here for just a minute and we'll see. Let's see. How many of you have not signed up for the timer app yet? Just say yes if you have not signed up for the timer app. Okay? All right. Let's see if we can break it again together. Go now. Go now and sign up. Look, he's sitting on saying it's okay, so let's see if we can break it. Go here. go.thesc.com/free account. So go.thesc.com/free account. Let me just put that in there for you. Go.thesc.com/free account. Boom. All right. Go there now. And you should be able to set up your account. All right. And remember, write down your username and password because it's not going to email it to you. Remember that. Remember the password is SCVIP, no capital letters. All right, so far the server is fine, but he says we have tons of traffic. Don't you guys love just hanging out and me giving you free stuff and then having to fix it while you're here? And I mean, hey, it's a good thing. How many of you are going to be back next week on the Success Connection? Type the number 1 in. If you give me your word, you'll be back next week. right? I see lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ones. That's what I like to see. Tons of ones. Keep the ones coming. So if you're going to be back next week live, I might just give away $1,000 next week. In fact, I will. I'm just going to give away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give away $100 to 10 different people next week. So I'm just going to mix it up. So we'll give away 10 cash prizes next week instead of 1 cash prize next week. So all you got to do is show up, and we'll just do some crazy, crazy stuff, and we'll make sure it's awesome. So 10 people will win $100 a piece next week, provided you show up. All right, so I see lots of people signing up. I kind of want to hang out and make sure you all get in. Is there anybody that has not gotten in yet? Type the number 2 if you have not gotten in yet. I see a lot of people that are in. All right, let's see. But a lot of people that are not in yet. Very cool. Okay, if you're not in, do it now, because it should be pretty simple. You would log in here. You can actually just go to marketersoftware.com and click log in. Just pay no attention to the page, because it's got a video of Adrian on it. Nobody's supposed to go there, so I mean, you know. Let's see. Everybody says they're in, they're in. Just making sure that I get you all in before we hang up. So look, if you're in and you want to just go hang out and all this stuff, that's great. You are welcome to hop off of here and go play with software, or it looks like Julie says very easy to set up a timer. That's awesome. Mark just created his account. So tons. Matt just created his account. Janet's in. Very good. Richard says thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, my apologies for getting a little upset earlier. But, you know, I wasn't too thrilled about some comments being made in the chat box. So kind of took me a little bit by surprise. Sometimes I get angry. You guys know that. I've been around long enough to get, and you've been around me long enough to see me get angry at some people that just ramble on here at me. This guy was asking me dumb questions about my dog, and not really the right week to go picking on my dog about it. Not cool. All right, so he says our server is at 80% right now. Let's see. All right, let's just see. I'm just checking to make sure. Okay, now we're back down to 50%. So see, since the rush is over, we should be okay, and you guys should be able to get in just fine. So that should be fine as well. Let's see. Sean says it should be fine unless everybody is going to do a bunch of stupid stuff. What that probably means is everybody just sit there and go back at one time, which is really my fault. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Well, here's the deal. What we'll do is we'll wrap this up. We've been on here for a couple hours, and I actually started to give this away an hour ago. But server issues, it is what it is. So have a good weekend. As always, have a safe weekend. Make sure you watch the training. Remember, everybody, super, super important, okay? Because I won't be able to support 1,000 people on here at this. Remember, watch this video right here. It will tell you how to use the software very easily, okay? And so it will walk you through how to set the software up. I just filmed this for you myself today, okay? Then you click right here to access your software. You click up here to create a new timer. You know, everything else is very self-explanatory. Make sure that you are, make sure that you leave some comments here if you haven't already. Make sure you're a member of our Facebook group if you're not already, which I'll click on this. I probably got, yeah, we got 54 people that want to join. if anybody sees David Marino pop up in the Facebook group, just tag me and I'll ban him because I don't want to have to do the whole click this 50 times. But you'll all be in the Facebook group. That'll be a lot of fun for all of you. Again, remember, like I said, super, super important that you guys don't do anything negative in there. By the way, the Facebook group is not a support center either. If you need support on any of our software, just let us know. Send it to our support desk. But this is for you to help each other, right? So this is for you to all be able to help each other and do things that are productive for each other. That should have approved. Everybody that was waiting to be approved, you are now approved. All right. So I'm going to pull these links back up for you guys. This is where it's at. Facebook comments, Facebook group, create your account, and get your archive for our trainings. I hope you all have a great week. All right. Phenomenal weekend. And I'll see you all here next week on the Success Connection. We might have an update to the software that I'll give away next week. That's what I'm looking to do. So if you want the update and the upgrade, be here, and I'll give you a link to be able to upgrade your account. I think I might be able to get those Facebook timers and things ready by next week. So if I am, I'll give it all to you free here on the Success Connection next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate for all of you spending your time with me, listening to what I have to say, breaking my server, and using the timer app. That's always a lot of fun. Leave me some comments on Facebook. Make sure that you're here next week. Don't forget. Don't miss it. Don't make excuses. I'll give you phenomenal training and a ton of value. If it's your first time here, I hope you had a great time, and I hope to see you next week. If you've been here a million times, I hope you'll be here 1,000,001 next week. All right, everybody, take care. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week, same place, same time.